let's build a van. This is my workshop. This is where I'm going to be cutting everything that I made templates for out of foam board into wood, and then hopefully assembling most of it today. We'll see how far we get. Let's get to work. Unfortunately, the van and the driveway is on the opposite side of the house as my woodworking shop, so there'll be a lot of steps gained today walking back and forth. And we have a blue jay as our supervisor. First piece is going to be the back that will screw onto the actual bolts that used to hold the chairs, and from there we'll build out. I didn't record any of that. That's really annoying. Pretend you watched me cut all of that out. Thanks. There we go. Piece number one cut. Now let's go see if it fits. Pretty good. So much work. Actually, so ideally today I'd like to get, I don't think I'll get to the tabletop today, but I would like to get some of the framing in for it, and then maybe tomorrow morning or sometime tomorrow I could get the tabletop in. It would be really, I don't think it'll be finished. I want to take my time. I always rush these things. Okay, we're hitting all 3 bolts. My idea is to mark a spot on here and see if I can get this wood to, if I can't bolt it on, I can at least have this bolt go into the wood, and that's going to help lock it in place really well. So I think what I'm going to do is put some Sharpie on the end of this and see if it can leave a mark. Maybe hit this with a hammer and just leave a little indent, and that should give me a good place to drill a hole and see if I can slide it right in. All right, let's go. Use a hammer when you can freaking kick it. All right, 3 holes to drill and see if it'll slide right on. Thank God pine is so soft. Holes drilled. Let's see if this works. I got it, don't worry about it. Oh shit. Perfect. Pause. So what I've got going on is the level of the foam is a little bit higher as I get closer to this wall, so I'm going to cut down those levels a little bit right here and see if that's what's keeping this from sliding all the way back. bigger holes. So I really do like how snug this is fitting. Okay, so you can see the bolt is definitely in there. I guess I could cut this a little wider. Maybe I'll bevel that. Maybe I'll bevel this ledge with my router so it can snug in just another 1/4 inch. I still won't be able to screw the bolt caps on. They're definitely in there, and they're gonna hold it from sliding around. Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. What I did is I used a round over bit to take off that corner, so let's see if it fits better now. Okay, so a little bit has happened since I last filmed. I used the scrap from this piece to make a rail, and then screwed and glued that on to this board, and then this 2x4 wedges in here nice and tight, holds everything perfectly level, and keeps the bed from coming back. I have to attach these two 2x4s together because they're just scrap pieces I had, but they fit pretty good. So better than buying something new, I'll use what I have already. And yeah, pretty satisfied with the way this is going. Next will be the upper supports for the headboard. All right, back after a little bit of a rain delay. I had to quickly pick everything up and put it on the porch, and then as soon as I did that, the rain stopped. This is Florida, and that's how it works here. But this is my goal. I've got to build 2 identical ones, and a third one's going to be at an angle on this side, so it'll be a little bit of a custom job, but let's go. Oh, my supervisor arrived. Hi, ma'am. How's it looking? Okay. Pretty good. That's a good answer. Anyway, this is as far as I got today. Got the completely finished back wall, and a lot of the framing is done. Next will be strengthening the framing a little bit. I don't like how wobbly it is. I think I need to put some cross braces in, and then I can put the headboard and the countertop and the shelf. So all in all, looking pretty good. Ordered some corner braces to make sure this is nice and strong. If anyone wants to help me out with the pronunciation, Bixbcha. They're pretty nice, exactly what I expected, and they each come with their own little baggie of screws. I'm going to put them on every brace I need, a little more stability, and especially these ones. Well, I love the style because it's going to hold the shelf from sliding to side to side. It's actually a win-win on that one. The way I look at it, it's better to overbuild than underbuild. I know I'm using pretty small dimensional lumber to save weight, but these little corner braces are incredibly useful and strong.